Got to pause to give the stream a little time to start because it doesn't always seem to start in the recording on Twitch. So I think we're going now. Hello, staff. What do you say? Yes? Okay. Hi. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Super Grognard, and today we're looking at another Alexa game called Survey Says. I believe it just came out. It's supposed to be sort of like a Family Feud game, hence my buddy Richard Dawson here. Guy always kissed people a little too much, didn't he? I mean, I know he's Euro, but yeah. Okay, well, anyway, let's just get right into it. Echo. Open Survey Says. Cool visuals.
Welcome back to Survey Says. Would you like to play single player or multiplayer?
Kind of nice graphics. I wish I could, I really need to get a better setup here.
I'm sorry I didn't catch that. Which game mode would you like to play? Single player or multiplayer?
Single player. I'll just shut up.
First time here? Let's get you set up. What is your first name?
Super Grognard.
I didn't catch that. Could you give me your first name?
Super?
Your name is Super. Is that correct?
Yes.
What country are you from?
Valhalla.
I didn't catch that. Could you tell me what country you are from?
Hell.
I didn't catch that. Could you tell me what country you are from?
The United States.
You're from the United States. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I didn't catch that. You're from the United States. Say yes if that is correct, or no if you would like to try again.
Yes. You didn't tell me I had to say yes.
You're all set. Let's get started.
Okay.
Here's how it works. We ask 100 people a series of survey questions. In this game, we'll ask you 5 of those questions. For each question, try to guess the most popular answer. You only get one chance to answer each question. Are you ready to play?
Repeat.
Here's how it works. We asked 100 people a series of survey questions. In this game, we'll ask you 5 of those questions. For each question, try to guess the most popular answer. You only get one chance to answer each question. Are you ready to play?
Yes. Whoa, volume jump.
Question 1 coming right up. Name something that people are terrified of.
Monsters.
I'm sure some people might agree with you, but that's not on the board. Let's move on to the next question. Name something you use a lot of when you are sick.
Medicine. Really booze, but...
That was the top answer.
Wow, this has the
You
best
added 56 points to the board.
graphics I've
Next
ever
question
seen
coming
on an
right
Alexa
up.
game.
Name something people do that makes them appear to age faster.
Smoke. Smoking.
That was the top answer. That answer was worth 48 points. Let's move on to the next question. Name something you could find at a town fair.
A Ferris wheel.
That was the top answer. That answer was worth 30 points. Final question on the board. Name an organ in your body.
Heart.
That was the top answer. You added 45 points to the board. Would you like to see your score on the leaderboard?
Yeah, sure. Leaderboard, cool.
I didn't catch that.
Come
Would you like
on.
to see the leaderboard? Yes or no?
Yes.
You got a new high score.
I'm in second place. Wow.
Anonymous is in first place with a score of 182. You are the second
just
place
came out,
player
so
with a
the
high score
leaderboard's
of 179.
Not populated yet.
Sam
So-
is in third place with a score of 178. Would you like to play again?
Yes. Yes.
We'll ask you 5 survey questions. For each question, try to guess the most popular answer to win the most points. Are you ready to play?
Yes. God, this volume jump is nasty.
Here is your first question. Name a major event in a teenager's life.
Pregnancy. Oh, give me a fucking
I'm
break.
sure some people might agree with you, but that's not on the board. Next question coming right up.
I guess
Name
most
an
people don't
invention
get
that you
pregnant
couldn't
when they're
live without.
teenagers. Repeat?
Name an invention that you couldn't live without.
Light bulbs. So it answers electricity for me. Good work with the synonyms.
You added 16 points to
Good
the
work.
board. Let's move on to the next question. Name something in your home you would let a house sitter use.
Television?
Wow. You
Yeah,
added
these little
35
jumping,
points to the board.
like cartoon
Let's move on
figures
to the
that
next
cheer for
question.
you in the back.
Name
It's
something
pretty
you wouldn't
funny.
want to share with a sibling.
Repeat? Repeat. Alexa, Echo. Repeat.
Name something you wouldn't want to share with a sibling.
Girlfriend? Sorry, that was cheap.
I'm sure
cheap
some
shot.
people might agree with you, but that's not on the board. Here is your final question.
What was the top
Name
answer
a
then?
business that usually puts people on hold.
Bank. I like these questions.
Good job. You added 16 points
It's
to
like
the
a
board.
wide variety.
Would you like to see your score on the leaderboard?
Yes.
Your final score was 67. Anonymous is in first place with a score of
Wait a minute.
182. You are the second place player with a high score of
Oh, okay.
179.
It's just whatever my
Sam is in third place
last
with a score of
highest score
178.
goes on leaderboard. I guess that's obvious, but
Would you like to play again?
yes, let's play again.
We'll ask you 5 survey questions. For each question, try to guess the most popular answer to win the most points. Are you ready to play?
Yes. Good music. God, that volume jump. They gotta take care of
Here
that.
is your first question.
So irritating.
Name something you can't forget to add to a batch of cookies.
Flour. Who the fuck is
I'm
making
sure
cookies
some
without
people might
flour?
agree with you, but that's not on the board. Next question coming right up. Name something a king might have.
Crown. I'm not gonna go there.
That is the top answer. You added 59 points to the board. Next question coming right up. Name something you might compliment someone on.
Appearance? How about ass?
I'm sure some people might agree with you,
What?
but that's not on the board. How about we start the next question? Name something a firefighter would need.
Water?
That is the
46
top answer. You added 46 points to the board. Here is your final question. Name a princess from a Disney film.
Oh, fuck. Snow White.
Incorrect. Would you like to see your score on the leaderboard?
No.
Would you like to play again?
Yes. I mean, I know that wasn't a high score. Why
We'll
would I want to
ask
see
you
it on the
5 survey
leaderboard?
questions. For each
okay.
question, try to guess the most popular answer to win the most points. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right. Your first question is coming up. What might you miss about school after it is over?
Recess. Dodgeball, right?
Great job. That answer was worth 20 points. Next question coming right up. Name a job you wouldn't want to have if you were driving.
Taxi driver? Well, I wouldn't want to have that job if I were
That
driving.
answer was worth 23 points. Next question
It's a
coming
weird
right
question.
up. What might you find at the mystical North Pole?
Santa Claus. Eurocentric.
That was the top answer. You added 30 points to the board. How about we start the next question? Name something in your kitchen that you would never want to accidentally drink.
Glass cleaner?
I'm sure some people might agree with you, but that's not on the board. It's time for the final question. Name a gift you would buy last minute.
Flowers. All right, let's see.
You added
I wanna see what my
24
high
points
score
to the board.
was.
Would you like to see your score on the leaderboard?
Yes. Okay, so I got a 97 here, but what's on the leaderboard? Echo, yes.
I didn't catch that. Would you like to see the leaderboard? Yes or no?
Yes.
Your final score was 97. Anonymous is in first place with a score of 182.
Okay, they
You
need to
are the
work on the
second place
leaderboard
player with a
because
high score
you
of
really only need to go there
179.
if you beat the score
Sam
that
is
is
in
your
third
current
place with
high
a
score on
of
the leaderboard.
178.
So my current high
Would you
score,
like to play again?
yes, my current high score is 179. I don't think they should
I
ask
didn't
me.
catch that.
Fuck you.
Would you like to play single player mode again, or try multiplayer mode with some friends?
Yes.
We'll ask you 5 survey questions.
Yeah, I know.
For each question, try to guess the most
I know
popular
this
answer
already.
to win the most points. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Question 1 coming right up. Name a type of bear you find in the wild.
Grizzly bear.
That was the top answer. That answer was worth 34 points.
Okay, I'm going for all top
How
answers.
about we start the next question?
Okay.
Name somewhere you would bring a Bluetooth speaker.
Office.
I'm sure some people might agree with you, but that's not on the board.
What is on the board?
Let's move on to the next question. Name something you wouldn't want to see when you open your closet.
Ghost? Monster? Ghost? Again, pretty good
was the top
synonyming
answer.
they were doing.
You added
It's hard to
35
do, and
points to the board.
they did it right.
How about we start the next question? Name something you could add to a room to make it feel more lively.
Flowers.
Terrific. You added 26 points to the board. It's time for the final question.
Not going to be my high
During
score.
what month of the year are the most babies born?
May.
Sorry, that's not on the board. Would you like to see your score on the leaderboard?
No. Stop asking me.
Would you like to play again?
Yes.
We'll ask you 5 survey
Stop
questions.
telling me this.
For each question, try to guess the most popular answer to win the most points. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right. Your first question is coming up. Name an expensive department store.
Shit, I don't know. Saks Fifth Avenue. Come on.
I'm sure some people might agree with you, but that's not on the board.
You didn't give me enough
How
time
about
to
we
answer.
start the next question? Name a game
it.
played with a 52 card deck.
Poker. It's got to be quick. You have to be really quick on your answers. I think there's like an 8-second window, and if you
top answer.
blow it,
That answer was worth 45 points.
just say repeat if you need more
How about
time,
we start
right?
the next question? Name a superhero member of DC's Justice League.
Superman. Not a fan.
Wow. You added 29 points to the board. Next question coming right up. Name something people often add to tea.
Sugar. Sugar sweetener.
That was the top answer. You added 58 points to the board. Final question on the board.
I'm not going to make
Name
it.
a favorite summertime activity.
The beach. Came
That
close.
was the top answer. You added 30 points to the board. Would you like to see your score on the leaderboard?
No. I wish they
Would you like to play again?
No.
Thanks for playing, Survey Says. Remember to leave a review on the Alexa Skills Store if you liked playing, Survey Says. Goodbye.
Well, hey, I wanted to go to multiplayer. Why can't I go to multiplayer after single player? Okay, that's really hard. Single player, I'm going to take a note here real quick. I got to send these people some feedback. Multiplayer switch is not working. I do want to go into multiplayer in a second, but I just, you know, what's really bugging me is that they keep asking me about this leaderboard that I haven't surpassed my high score on, and they're not telling me what my high score is until I go to the leaderboard. They should be able to store somewhere my high score and then tell me if I haven't beat it or not, if I've beaten it or not, by how many points I was lacking or how many points over I got, and then ask me if I want to go to leaderboard, because I don't care about the leaderboard unless I did better than my highest score up there. Like, why do they keep repeating that question? It's totally irritating. Well, I'm easily irritated anyway, but I'm just telling you, like, that would be a superior design. Okay, let's go back in. I just want to see if there's anything, I want to see if I missed a mode or if there's anything else to multiplayer, like how multiplayer works. Echo, open survey says. Long delay on invocation.
Welcome back, Super. Would you like to play single player or multiplayer?
Multiplayer.
Great. Here's how it works. We asked 100 people a series of survey questions. In this game, we'll ask you 3 of those questions. It's up to you to guess the most popular answers. First, split yourselves into 2 teams, the red team and the blue team. When you are ready, say Alexa, ready.
Well, I call my machine an ECHO. Do I have to say ALEXA ready?
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Let's get started. We'll begin with the face-off round. I'll ask each team the same survey question. Whichever team guesses the most popular answer gets the chance to play the question and guess the remaining responses. Red team, you are up first. Name a type of hat that not a lot of people wear.
Viking helmet.
I'm sure some people might agree with you, but that's not on the board. Blue team, if you are able to score more points, you can take this question. Name a type of hat that not a lot of people wear.
Top hat. I
Next
should get a
one.
top hat.
It looks like 48 other people agree. team wins the face-off. Since your team won the face-off, you get to try and guess the remaining responses to the survey question.
There's this card
But
on the screen, but
guess
the
2
text is
incorrect
too small
answers
for me
and the
to
other
read
team
from here.
steals the question. Blue team, you need 4 more answers on the board to take this question. Name a type of hat that not a lot of people wear.
Fireman's hat.
Sorry, that's not on the board. That's your first strike. 1 more and the other team gets a chance to steal the question and your points.
Not a lot
Blue
of
team,
people wear.
so far you have 1 out of 5 answers on the board. Name a type of hat that not a lot of people wear.
Hard hat? Guess a lot of
Top
people
hat
do
was
wear
already
that.
given as an answer.
It's another kind of weird hat.
The blue team just got their second guess wrong. Red team, if you can think of a remaining answer on the board, you will steal all the points the other team earned this round. Red team, when you're ready, say your answer to
What's
Alexa.
a rare hat?
Name a type of hat that not a lot of people wear.
Trucker hat? I don't know. What does that mean? A weird hat?
Incorrect. Nice try, but the blue team will be keeping their points.
Hunting hat?
Let's see the remaining answers on the board.
All right, yeah, okay, cool. Now they're going to show
The
us
5th place answer was beret.
a beret. Okay, I get it.
The 4th place answer was straw hat.
Straw hat. Yeah, like nobody wears a straw hat.
The 3rd place answer was fedora.
That's a good answer.
The 2nd place answer was cowboy hat.
What? Lots of people do wear a cow. Well, I guess not these days.
Round 1 is done. Blue
Well,
team
it's a
is in the
survey
lead with a score
answer,
of 48.
right?
Red team is trailing with a score of 0.
Again, really great graphics on this thing. You gotta check it out if you have an Echo
Blue
show.
team is up first
It's like
since they won the last
state-of-the-art
round.
graphics for
What might you associate a pirate with?
booty.
Sorry, that's not on the board. Red team, can you do any better? What might you associate a pirate with?
Treasure. Okay, booty should be a synonym for pirate treasure.
It looks like 15 other people picked that answer. Red team, you gave a more popular answer. You get to play the question. Red team, you need 4 more answers on the board to take this question. What might you associate a pirate with?
Skull and Crossbones, Jolly Roger.
Great job. Your team must be
Nice
proud
audience
of you.
applause there. Good
It
sound
looks like
effects.
16 other people picked that answer. Red team, so far you have 2 out of 5 answers on the board. What might you associate a pirate with?
Walking the plank.
I'm sure some people might agree with you, but that's not on the board. That's your first strike.
They really need
1 more
to
and the other
change
team
up
gets a
that
chance
wrong
to steal the
phrase.
question and your points. Red team, so far you have 2 out of 5 answers on the board. What might you associate a pirate with?
A ship. A boat. Echo. Repeat.
What might you associate a pirate with?
A boat. It got hung up there. Okay. Now we're talking.
Great job. Your team must be proud of you. It looks like 29 other people agree. Red team, so far you have 3 out of 5 answers on the board. What might you associate a pirate with?
Swords.
Sorry,
Oh,
that's
I know.
not on the
Rum.
board.
Rum.
That was your second strike. Blue team,
Motherfucker.
you can steal the other team's points for this round by giving an unguessed answer. What might you associate a pirate with?
Rum. Lots of rum.
Sorry, that's not on the board.
Eye
Nice
patch.
try, but the
Parrot.
red team will be keeping their points. Let's see the remaining answers on the board. The third place answer was eye patch.
Yeah, right.
The second place answer was parrot.
Yep. Yeah, I love the reveal moment. Even when
Round 2 is done.
when you
Red
lose,
team
it's
is
kind
in the
of fun
lead
to
with a score
learn.
of 60. Blue team is trailing with a score
Family
of 48.
Feud mechanic, right? I don't know what round I'm on though. I wish they'd
Red team
say
is up first
when the
since they won
game's
the
gonna
last
end.
round.
Like,
Name somewhere you
now.
wouldn't want to go to without a date.
dance.
Fantastic job.
Second place.
27 other people also answered that. Blue team, let's see if you can do better than that. Name somewhere you wouldn't want to go to without a date.
Prom.
Dance was already given as an answer. Red team won the face-off. Taking it over to them. Red team, you need 4 more answers on the board to take this question. Name somewhere you wouldn't want to go to without a date.
Dinner. That's a synonym for wedding?
Awesome
That's
job.
wrong.
You must read a lot of books. 19 other people also answered that. Red team, so far you have 2 out of 5
I'm not
answers
going to
on
a
the
wedding
board.
alone, people. Come
Name
on.
somewhere you wouldn't want to go to without a date.
Christmas party.
Incorrect. Don't worry, your team still has 1 more chance to finish the question. Red team, so far you have 2 out of 5 answers on the board. Name somewhere you wouldn't want to go to without a date.
Concert. What the fuck
Incorrect.
kind of dates are people
That was
going
your
on?
second strike. Blue team, you have the chance to steal the other team's points
dinner
from this
party,
round.
I need to
When
say.
you're ready, say your answer to Alexa.
Come on.
Name somewhere you wouldn't want to go to without a date.
Dinner party? Restaurant. I said dinner and it gave me wedding,
Great
so
job.
a little bit
Your
buggy
team
there.
must be proud of you. It looks like 17 other people picked that answer.
Where else would you go on a date that
Congrats,
you wouldn't
Blue
want to
team.
go without
You
a date?
stole 63 points from the red team. Let's
Sports
see the remaining
event?
answers on the board.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The 5th place answer was bar.
A bar? That's why people go to bars,
The
is because they
first
don't have a
place
date.
answer was movies. That's game
Okay,
over.
that's what the survey
Blue
said.
team
Who
won
am I to
with a score
judge?
of 111. Better luck next time, red team. Would you like to play again?
Yeah, let's do this one more time. I'm actually having a lot of fun at this, and uncovering some oddities. Oh, sorry, I spoke too much.
I didn't catch that. Would you like to play multiplayer mode again, or try single player mode with some friends?
Yes.
Great. First, split yourselves into 2 teams, the red team and the blue team. Is everyone ready?
A little bit of a problem here.
When you are ready, say Alexa, I'm ready.
Echo, I'm ready.
Let's get started. We'll begin with the face-off round. Whichever team guesses the most popular answer will play the question. Red team,
This
you
game's
are
pretty
up
well
first.
done, actually.
Name a place where you need to be quiet.
Library.
Good job. It looks like 41 other people picked that answer. Looks like that was the top answer. Taking it over to red team. Red team, you need 3 more answers on the board to take this question. Name a place where you need to be quiet.
Bookstore?
Incorrect. Don't worry, your
Church.
team still has 1 more chance to finish the question. Red team, so far you have 1 out of 4 answers on the board. Name a place where you need to be quiet.
Church.
Wow. It looks like 20 other people agree. Red team, you need 2 more answers on the board to take this question. Name a place where you need to be quiet.
Wedding.
Incorrect. That was your second strike. Blue team, you can steal the other team's points for this round by giving an unguessed answer. Name a place where you need to be quiet.
Movie theater.
Awesome job. You must read a lot of books. It looks like 16 other people picked that answer. Congrats, blue team. You stole 77 points from the red team. Let's see the remaining answers on the board. The second place answer was classroom.
Good one.
Round 1 is done. Blue team is in the lead with a score of 77. Red team is trailing with a score of 0.
Oh man, that volume.
Since blue team won the last round, you guys are up first for the face-off. Name an animal that might bite you.
Snake.
Terrific. It looks like 28 other people picked that answer. That was the most popular answer on the
The
board.
scoring screen has
Looks like blue
vanished
team
for
will
some
get to play
reason.
the question. Blue team, so
got out
far
of
you have
sync or
1 out of
something.
5 answers on the board. Name an animal that might bite you.
Dog.
Terrific. 20 other people also answered that. Blue team, so far you have 2 out of 5 answers on the board. Name an animal that might bite you.
Cat. No cat owners in this
Incorrect.
survey. Hello.
That's your first strike. 1 more and the other team gets a chance to steal the question and your points. Blue team, you need 3 more answers on the
Mosquito,
board to
although
take
that's
this
technically
question.
not a bite.
Name an animal that might bite you.
Shark. Come on. Yeah. That's right.
Terrific. It looks like 20 other people agree. Blue team, so far you have 3 out of 5 answers on the board.
I can't see the board anymore, though.
You.
Repeat? Oh, we're still on the bite question.
Name an animal that might bite you.
A bee? No, it's not gonna work. Bear.
Incorrect.
Bear.
That was your second strike.
What do people get bit by?
Red team, you can steal the question and win all
Spider.
the points for this round. Name an animal that might bite
Spider.
you.
Spider.
Sorry, that's not on the board. Nice try, but the blue team will be keeping their points. Let's see the remaining answers on the board. The 5th place answer was tiger.
A tiger's not gonna frickin' bite me. They're not
The
even on this
4th place answer
continent.
was lion.
Oh, come on, people. Lion? Yeah, it could
Round
bite
2
you.
is done.
If I was in
Blue team is
frickin'
the lead with a
Africa.
score of 145. Red team is trailing with a score of 0. Blue team is up first since they won the last round. Name something you wouldn't want to eat from the ocean.
Jellyfish.
Good job. 18 other people also answered that. Red
Wow.
team,
What do I
if
not
you are
want to
able
eat?
to score more points, you can take this question.
What would I not
Name
want to
something
eat?
you wouldn't want to eat from the ocean.
Garbage? Plastic nightmare? Sand?
Sorry, that's not on the board.
Seaweed? I
Blue
like
team won the
seaweed.
face-off. Taking it over to them. Blue team, so far you have 1 out of 5 answers on the board. Name something you wouldn't want to eat from the ocean.
Seaweed.
Incorrect. That's your first strike. 1 more and the other team gets a chance to
What would
steal
you
the
not
question
want to
and your
eat
points.
from the ocean?
Blue team, so far you have 1 out of 5 answers on the board.
Such a weird question.
Name something you wouldn't want to eat from the ocean.
Shark?
Great job. Your team must be proud of you. It looks like 21 other people
Okay,
agree.
so like
Blue
gross
team,
things,
you need 3
right?
more answers on the
Octopus.
board to take this question. Name something you wouldn't want to eat from the ocean.
Octopus. Part of the fun is
Great
figuring
job.
out
Your team must be proud of you.
how the
It
survey
looks like 16 other people agree.
people
Blue
think.
team, so far you have 3 out of 5 answers on the board. Name something you wouldn't want to eat from the ocean.
Starfish. It did this weird thing again. Echo, repeat.
Name something you wouldn't want to eat from the ocean.
Starfish.
Sorry, that's not on the board.
All right. What else would it be?
Blue team, you'll be keeping your points
Sharks.
this time.
People don't like sharks. Don't like
Let's see the
octopus.
remaining
Oh, how about a
answers
turtle?
on the board.
Very naughty to eat turtle from the
The
ocean.
third place answer was whales.
Ew. Yeah. Gross. What if
The
you're
first
Japanese?
place answer was squid.
What the fuck? Calamari's delicious. What's wrong
That's
with you
game
people?
over. Blue team won with a score of 200. Better luck next time, red team. Would you like to play again?
Nope.
Thanks for playing, Survey says. Remember to leave a review on the Alexa Skill Store if you liked playing, Survey says. Goodbye.
Later. All right, cool. So that was Survey Says, sort of a Family Feud style game for Alexa. Wow, lots to like about this game. So, most people probably have Echo Dots and they don't have a visual device like a Fire TV. I mean, maybe there's some way I can hook up my Fire TV to broadcast this, but it's kind of a AV nightmare. And unfortunately, these Echo shows are so trim in their design that they don't have audio out and visual outs ports and everything. There's got to be a way that I can get it off of here though. Maybe I can Bluetooth it. But anyway, outstanding visuals, like stuff that you see on mobile. Doesn't even look this good. Some of the games out there, I'm pretty impressed. Music was pretty catchy, kind of fun. I kind of wish they'd changed up that one music loop a bit more, but the sound effects, the crowd sounds, I kind of wish they'd gone with VO or a different voice. The voice they're using is such a generic, Amazon AI voice that I've heard a million times before. In fact, it might be the default. Alexa, what time is it? Echo, what time is it?
The time is 8:20 p.m.
I think a slightly different voice, but still generic. I wish they could do something with that voice, but whatever. Just came out, right? They'll probably fix it. Single player mode, pretty fun. Multiplayer mode, really fun. Really enjoyed, kind of the survey thing is, it's pretty well known. Anyone who's watched, TV in the last 30 years and has seen Family Feud will know how to play this game. So good job for picking a well-known mechanic and just going with it and improving on it. Thank you. The synonyms for the survey questions were pretty well done. Like I could say ghost and it would give me the monster, credit me with the monster thing. I would say light bulb for inventions I can't live without, and it would give me electricity. And I think I said sugar and it got sweetener for tea. So someone, some producer person or, programmer did some pretty good synonyming work here, I'd say. However, I didn't always get the thing I should have, like saying booty should have given me treasure for what's associated with pirates. I answered dinner and I was credited with wedding. That seems really off. And God, I think there's one other one there I got off. But in general, like it kind of was pretty generous with the giving me the correct answer on the synonym. So that was really good. Having leaderboard was nice. Although there's some stuff I'll talk to you about the don't like list in a minute. Yeah, let's just get into some of the problems here. So first off, there's a pretty annoying volume jump from like what I'd say is the main menu to the game. Like it just jumps by like 5 decibels. And I've seen this before, and I believe what's happening is these guys are experimenting with the layered APLA technology that Amazon's released for Alexa that allows you to, on the fly, combine like a music loop and maybe some voice or other sound effects, like instead of having to hand mix them, on the side. But one of the side effects is that there is a pretty bad volume jump when you go between APLA mixed stuff and non-APLA mixed stuff. I know that, and I've seen it here. So they need to work on the volume switching there, standardize the volume. The instructions between every single game, like, leave it out after the third time. I get it. It just gets in the way. I know how to play by the third or fourth or fifth game, but I don't need to be blasted with the instructions. Similarly, my first score that I got on the leaderboard put me into second place on the leaderboard. Yay. There's no one out on the leaderboards yet. And that was like 179 points. And then every single game after that, I did not surpass that, but they kept asking me if I wanted to go on the leaderboard. They don't tell me if I've surpassed my highest score, and do I want to see that on the leaderboard? And B, why would I go to look at the leaderboard if I didn't get past my highest score that's up there? Like, I want to know what my goal is, and my goal is self-evident. It's to get a better position on the leaderboard by beating my current high score. They should tell me how many points away I am from that between, each turn, to sort of incentivize me to get serious about this and really try. But, I don't need to be told every single time do I want to look at the leaderboard. It's a new game. It's fresh. I'm going to give them a little break, but, work on that, please, for God's sake. What else was kind of bugging me? There was one phrase that seemed to have a high repeat. When you get wrong, they'd say, "Oh, well, a lot of people might think that, but what actually the answer is wrong." And I was like, "Can you rephrase that like just like 4 different ways? So it's not as repetitive, and like it's kind of I don't know, a little bit condescending almost the way they put it. I wish there was just a way that they could just say like wrong, every once in a while, or like close but no cigar. Make up like." It's not hard to do that writing and to randomize it. Just give me something else to hear besides that one. What else here? I can't read my own writing here. Anyway, yeah, pretty good game. Again, I'm going to put this into rotation at my next party here and play it. I think that's it. Yeah. So I forget who the developer was. I'll go look it up and, I'll add it into the details of the list later. But just say to your, your Echo device, "Open Survey Says," and have a good time. All right, that's it for today. Come back tomorrow and we'll check out some new. I think we're going to take a look at some of the fart sound skills because they're really popular, but they're really stupid, but they're still really fun to use. I want to take a look at like the top 5 there real quickly and see what we can come up with. All right, have a good one. Talk to you tomorrow.